Hey everybody, it's Cama, founder of TBTC, and in this video I'm going to be answering a question from one of our TBTC members. She sent in a question and she said that she wants to know why does she keep giving up. So I'm going to be answering this question in 3 simple steps in the context of when you're exercising. Why is it that some people, maybe it's you, get to the point where you're exercising, you go 3/4 of the way, but then you stop. You stop putting in the effort, or you give up entirely. Now this isn't going to just relate to your health and fitness. The answers that I'm going to give you will start to translate into other areas of your life. So before I give you the very first step, I want to tell you a story that's going to lead into the first step. So there was a time I remember where I learned a very important lesson from one of my close friends. We were playing Monopoly one day. It wasn't just me and him, there were 2 other friends with us as well. So we were playing Monopoly, and of course I was winning, and it got to the point where I was in the lead so much, right, that I had the game, like it was my game, like it was done, like I was going to win. So 2 of my friends, they just said, "Stuff it, Matt, you win, we're done, you're won, we're just gonna give up," right? And then my other friend, he says, "Let's just keep playing, just play for the fun of it." That's what he said, but he had some deeper intentions behind it. I said, cool. I thought he just wanted to just, maybe have a talk. So we're chatting, we're having some fun. Then 5 minutes went by, and now I was at the point where I had all the properties. He had very little money, so he could not win. There was no way in hell that he could have won. And I said, do you want to keep playing? Like, do you want to just do something else? He's like, no, let's keep playing. I'm like, but you're not going to win. He's like, I know, but let's keep playing. And that's when I saw this serious side of him, that like, let's do this shit. And keep in mind though, I didn't say this, to give you some context behind this, he's a very successful man. He has his shit together. He owns his business. Not just, when I say successful, I'm not just talking about his business. What I'm talking about is his character, who he is as a man. And another 2 or 3 minutes went by, and now it's at the point where it's like, man, like this is getting ridiculous. Like, you cannot win right now. Like, let's just stop. And I don't want to give in and say let's give up, because if I say let's stop, then that means I lost. He says no, let's keep doing this. Another 1 minute went by, and finally he became bankrupt. But that's when I learned a very important lesson. You see, we were playing, and then at the end I asked him, I was curious, I was like, why did you keep playing? Like the game was over. And he says to me, because how you play games is how you play life. He said, how you do anything is how you do everything. He says that if I was to give up here, I would subconsciously or even consciously start to create that pattern in other areas of my life. If I start to give up in games, something as simple as that, in my business, in other areas, while I'm exercising, I will start to give up. You see, giving up is a habit. Not all the time. If it's a consistent pattern, if you're consistently giving up while you're exercising, I can guarantee you that there's other areas of your life where you go 3/4 of your way and you stop. There is a pattern. There is a pattern to giving up if someone's doing it consistently. If someone rocks up late to something and it's a consistent pattern, I can guarantee you that that person is disorganized, is late in other areas of their life. It is all a pattern. How you do anything is how you do everything. So my advice to you is to be able to really focus on that when you're doing something, to give it your all. Because, and I'm not talking about in exercise, to give it your all in other things. Because as you do that thing and you build that character up, all of a sudden you're not focusing on pushing yourself to the limit, pushing yourself, giving 110%. It's just who you are as a person. It's your character. It's your natural being. The goal isn't to give 110%. Your goal is to build yourself up as a character so strong, to build yourself as a person so strong that giving 110% is your natural being. It's just who you are. That is your goal. So my question to you is, how much are you developing yourself as a person? How much self-development are you doing to really start to take control of what's going on in here? Because not giving up and giving 110% and going to the very last quarter, it is all a matter of what's going on in here. Your self-talk. It is all a habit. So that's step number one. Step number one is to realize that how you do anything is how you do everything. Step number two is to remember why you're doing this. This is a very common thing that people say, like to get motivated, remember why you're doing this. But I'm not too sure if most people understand like how important this actually is. Like some people are hearing it, but they're not actually embodying it, what that actually means. Because to give you an idea, let's say that let's say we have a game, right? And I have person A over here, and I have person B, which is you. And I say, let's play a game. It's going to be survival of the fittest. You are going to verse this person over here, and they are the exact same as you. Exact same heights, the exact same age, the exact same weight, the exact same motivation levels, the exact same character, the exact same everything. That is pretty much your twin, right? Character and physiologically as well, okay? And now, I say to you, here's going to be the game. In a second, we're going to go into a squat contest. Survival of the fittest. You go down into a deep squat. The game is, whoever goes up first, because they're tired, they lose. Simple game, right? But here is the catch. I say to you, I'm going to ask you right now, think of this, think of someone. Who is the person that you love the most? You got that person? Maybe it's even your pet. That person that you're thinking of right now, let's say I get a person seeing it. Now there's a catch. I say to person A, I say to them, look, if you lose, it's okay. There's nothing really will happen. But now I say to you, I've got a gun here to person C. That person who you love the most. And I say to you, look, if you go up before person A, I blow this person's brains out. Ready, go. What do you think is going to happen? You're going to go into that squat and you're going to be thinking, there is no way in hell I'm going to be going up. Now, the question is, why is that? It's because right next to you, there is a person with a gun to the person's head that you love the most, and now there is a reason to do it. My question to you is, why are you doing it? Why are you exercising? There is no way that you're turning up at the gym, to boot camp, to other things, to go for a run really early in the morning, why you're tired, why you got work for no reason. There has to be a reason for why you're doing what you're doing. Otherwise, that motivation will not be there. Before this video, right, I am very time consistent right now. I don't know how long this video has been for, but in 20 to 30 minutes, 25 minutes now, I've got a yoga class, right? So I'm very time constricted, but I ask myself, like, I could have put this off. But I said to myself, why do I need to do this? Why do I need to do this? Why do I want to do this? There's a different energy behind I need to do this compared to I want to do this, right? And I want to do this because I love contributing. I love speaking in front of the camera and knowing that this video is going to help a lot of people. So when you are exercising, I need you to understand that you need to dig deep and think to yourself, why do you not think, feel why you are doing this. If you think about why you're doing this and it's not motivating you, it's either because you're not fully associating towards this why, or that why isn't the right why for you. And there is a why for you that when you start to get into touch with that, there is no stopping you. You become a beast in the gym. You become a beast when you run. You become a beast when you are exercising. So that's step number 2. Now step number 3 is to fuel your body and your mind. Now, what I mean by this is that in order for you to perform at 110%, you need to give your body and your mind the fuel it needs to be able to perform like that. You go to an Olympic athlete, if they're going to perform at optimal levels of performance, they need to fuel their body so they can perform like that. Now, I'm not saying that you need to be an Olympic athlete. What I am saying though is if you want to give 110%, you need to ensure that you're giving your body the right nutrients, the right vitamins, the right minerals, the right everything, the right hydration, the right internal inputs that's going to allow you to perform at that optimal level. Stop having crap. Start having fuel, start having food that cleanses your body, not clogs your body. Start to have inputs. Get rid of TV, get rid of media, get rid of negative friends. Start to read, start to watch YouTube videos that develop yourself as the very best you, so that in that way, naturally, when you are exercising, you're giving 110%, because it's your natural being, because you're developing yourself as a character, as a person, and that's just your natural being. You're just giving 110% naturally. You need to start sleeping well. You need to start doing all these fundamental basic things that not many people do in order for you to give that effort, that 110%. Now, the only way that you're going to be able to do those fundamental things if you start to tap into the second thing, which is why. Your why is the most important thing out of these, out of number 1 and number 3. So that's my quick little video. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. If you haven't already, give this a big thumbs up, subscribe to this channel. By the way, before you go, I want you to leave a comment below and tell me, what is your why? Why are you exercising? Why are you doing this in the first place? Why are you working out? Why are you running? Why are you coming to boot camp? Why are you exercising? So write that down and fully associate yourself to that. Now, what I mean by fully associate to that, I'm talking about getting a picture of what that is. Me, it's for the animals. My internal thoughts that go through my head when I'm working out, for me personally, everyone's going to be different. But when I'm working out, you know what I'm thinking? Right now, there is an animal being tortured, slaughtered. They're fighting. And if I can't go through a little pain when they're going through pain, then what is that? I'm okay with going through a little pain because that is what I fight for. That is what that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. To be an example of what's possible. So people can be like, you know what? If this guy can be a vegan and perform at this level, then what the hell have I been taught my whole life? I thought vegans were supposed to be weak and brittle and not be able to perform well. So that's my why. I need to get you in touch with your why. So leave a comment below, and I'm really excited to hearing what it is. So until I see you in the next video, remember to love all living things, and most importantly, love thyself.